What if I told you don't need $1 million to change your life? Most people think retirement is an all or nothing game. You either work 40 hours a week or you sit on a beach. But in 2026, there is a middle ground called Coast FIRE. It's the exact strategy I'm using on my journey from zero to $100,000. Today, I'm going to show you the crossover point, the moment your money starts working harder than you do, and why reaching just $200,000 could mean I never have to save for retirement again. So let's keep the definition simple. Coast FIRE is when your portfolio is big enough that you can stop contributing. You still work to pay for your bills, but your future self is already taken care of by compounding. Barista FIRE is when you quit the corporate lifestyle, corporate grind for a low stress part-time job. Your portfolio pays for the fun stuff and your job pays for your healthcare and groceries. But both of these rely on one thing, the crossover. I want to keep the maths simple here because it's more about the concept than the decimal points. On my journey that I share right on this channel, I contribute around $526 every month. That's my hustle money that I work for. At a 3.2% dividend yield, what happens to that $526 when I hit two major milestones? The first major milestone, $100,000. It's at this point my portfolio generates roughly $263 a month in dividends. That's exactly half of my monthly contribution. The portfolio is now doing 50% of the heavy lifting for me. The second big milestone, $200,000. This is the magic number. At $200,000, those dividends hit $526 a month. It's at this point my portfolio is self-sustaining. It's effectively investing in itself. At that exact same rate that I was doing manually, I could stop my contributions completely and the portfolio would keep growing as if I was still working my tail off to fund it. That's the power of Coast FIRE. Now, I promise to keep the maths simple, but I also want to be honest with you. In the real world, there are a few extra things that we need to consider. Dividend tax. Depending on your setup, the taxman may take something like 30% out of your dividend checks. But then there is also the dividend CAGR. And on this flip side, great companies increase their dividends every year, which acts like a turbocharger for your growth. Stock appreciation. Your $200,000 isn't just sitting there, the stock prices are likely to be climbing. Because of these factors, and especially the tax drag, it could be more like $230,000 as the true sustainability mark. And it also depends on your dividend yield, which moves around as you buy and sell stocks. But it gives you a good understanding of the concept. And as you approach these bigger targets like $100,000 and $200,000, that's when you want to double down on your maths so you can understand your own personal opportunities. So whether your number is $200,000 or $230,000, the goal is the same: options. I don't want to be forced to work until I'm 70. I want to know that by the time my daughters are heading to college, the Dividend Dad portfolio, it's an engine that runs itself. If you're ready to start your own crossover journey, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to our first $100,000 together. And don't forget, you can also check out my monthly portfolio updates from the very beginning of my journey. I'm Steve Williams and I've been the Dividend Dad.